Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Canada's Movie and TV Hosers. I'm Gregory Barrett and this is my lovely wife Christine.
Hi.
Thank you for coming back. We got another show here for you today. Got a whole bunch of news. Want to jump right into the news?
Yep.
Excellent. So first off, Charlie Cox. You know who he is? He's Daredevil.
Daredevil.
He says, he was talking to the direct, and he says there's a place for Daredevil to appear in Deadpool 3.
Oh, that'd be great.
We're getting a lot of reports of a lot of rumors about who could be in Deadpool 3. Because we talked last time about Ryan Reynolds was talking to Channing Tatum.
Right.
We know Hugh Jackman's going to be in it.
It would make more sense for him to be Charlie Cox to be in it, though. That would make sense. I don't know about the other people, but it would make sense.
Well, Daredevil with Netflix was not connected to the Fox X-Men movies at all.
No, but he's one of those characters.
Unless he's coming back as Fox version of Daredevil, which was Ben Affleck, but they might have recast him as Charlie Cox.
Who knows? Anyway.
No, people don't like that version of Daredevil.
We'll wait and see. I liked his version of Daredevil.
Yeah, Charlie Cox is great as Daredevil. People love it. We've also been getting reports of all kinds of the Fox X-Men could appear in Deadpool 3. It's getting kind of out of hand with the amount of rumors of people who could be in it.
Maybe that's just an inside joke. They keep on putting these rumors out so people will talk about it.
Maybe. I don't know. But what do you think out there? If you have any thoughts on it, leave a comment down below. Next piece of news, there's also rumors that Peng the Conqueror, who's played by Jonathan Majors.
Who I still don't really remember, but okay.
He was, I think it was He Who Will Not Be Named or He Who Will Not Be Remembered in Loki. Loki season 1 at the end there.
There's a lot of stuff going on in Loki, so I don't know.
Well, you don't have to watch that if you haven't. Going forward for this new stuff. So Kang the Conqueror will be the focus of the next Avengers movie. I don't see how that's really a big rumor because we already know the next Avengers movie is going to be called Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. So it's got to have him in. So now they're just kind of making up this news. It's going to be all about him, just like Avengers: Infinity War was all about Thanos.
Right.
They're going to make it the same style.
But it didn't say Thanos Infinity War, so this is definitely about this guy. His name is in the title.
I think this is a dumb rumor. I think this is them just making up news. Oh, we got a release date, an official release date for The Mandalorian Season 3.
Okay.
Set for March 1st, 2023. What do you think? Are you excited for this show, or you lost interest in it?
Well, all along the show, if the Baby Yoda wasn't so cute, it wouldn't be such a great show.
Even as a spaghetti western?
It's all right, but it's not the greatest. It is long and kind of drawn out. But the Baby Yoda is so cute, and if he has to reach for something, I like to see him more. I mean, we got to see him in the book of Boba Fett, and he did things there. I mean,
Did you enjoy that?
I like his part in it because I just want to see him be so cute. I mean, it's like, put something cute and you're going to want to see it, right? Well, anyway, he's going to be cute. That's all I know.
So you are looking forward to Season 3 of Mandalorian. I don't know, some people were saying that they had kind of soured on it after the Book of Boba Fett there, which was not well received. However, I maintain that show was made for kids, and they achieved big numbers with it. They got exactly what they wanted. They got a kids show, and
the only thing good about the Book of Boba Fett was the fact that Baby Yoda was in it.
Mando was in it for the last few episodes.
But, I mean, it's just cute. But really, both shows, The Mandalorian itself is kind of very dragged out with the story. But we just can't wait to see that little Baby Yoda go and reach for something or play with something or eat a frog or whatever.
Okay. We know they're going to Mandalore. Which is one of your favorite planets in the Star Wars universe. Are you excited about that?
Sure. I guess. We'll see.
Okay. Last time we saw Mandalore was in the Clone Wars, the animated show. That was a pretty good show.
We will see what's happening. Well, they're going to get all united, right? Because Starbuck has the sword now?
Starbucks? Yeah. You're thinking of the coffee shop.
No, Starbucks. The character. She has that sword that's going to unite all the Mandalorians now.
Well, what was her name? Bo-Katan.
Yeah.
Katie Sackhoff.
Yeah, Starbuck. She has the, what is it? The sword thing that's going to unite all the Mandalorians?
The Darksaber.
The Darksaber. There you go.
Yeah, there's a lot of Star Wars lore in all these
Battlestar Galactica
in the shows, and Battlestar Galactica references.
I love Battlestar Galactica.
If you haven't seen any of the Star Wars animated shows or any of the live action stuff, The Mandalorian, doesn't matter. You can still check it out. You just jump right in, and if you like it, then you can always go back and watch previous stuff. You don't need to know any of this lore. We're just doing deep dives on the Star Wars lore. As for myself, Mandalorian Season 3, I'm looking forward to it. It's been a minute since we've seen them. It's been quite a while.
Well, because they skipped and they put it, the Book of Boba Fett was almost like a continuation of The Mandalorian. The story really progressed in that show. So people that didn't watch it are going to be confused. You're going to have to watch it.
They make them so that you can jump in at any time. I'm trying to think. Mandalorian Season 1, then Season 2, then Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Then,
it's almost like Season 2.5.
Then what did we... Yeah, it is. Then what did we get? We got... we also got Bad Batch Season 1 there. We got Obi-Wan, and then we got Andor, and now we're getting Mandalorian Season 3. We haven't got anything else.
When is this Mandalorian?
We got Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah, that was
We also got... So. It wasn't very much. I enjoyed it for what it was.
When is this Mandalorian coming out, the third season?
Yeah, we finally got the official date. It's March 1st, 2023.
Oh, we gotta wait a while, though. Nothing. There's going to be a break there. Well, maybe we can go back and watch some of the old stuff. That comes to us from Forbes magazine. We can go back and watch it from the beginning.
Yeah, it gives us time to get that done. Hopefully I have the time. However, you heard what we think. What do you guys think about we got the official date for Mandalorian Season 3.
Right.
Are you excited for it? Did you tap out after Book of Boba Fett or after Obi-Wan? Maybe you didn't like Star Wars Andor. Let us know what you think in the comments below.
Maybe the Baby Yoda will become a teenager like Groot and have a bad attitude. That would be funny. He wouldn't be as cute, though.
Maybe. We
have our little Groot here today.
Okay. Next, we got our latest box office projections for this past weekend.
Yeah.
So this comes to us from boxofficemojo.com. So this is the Sunday predictions, which are very accurate until they actually get the actuals out that come out on Monday. So number 1, no real surprise, was Black Panther: Wakanda Forever at 17.6 million. It's been out for 4 weeks now.
It's a good movie,
so it's still number 1.
It's the biggest movie out there right now.
Number 2 was the only opening this weekend, which was Violent Night. Came in number 2 at $13.3 million.
Wow, this is good considering.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody.
No, but there's not that much playing out here. Number 3 came in... Pixar's new Strange World came out at 4.9 million. This was its second weekend,
I believe. The only thing for kids that's out there. We definitely don't want them to go see
that movie is bombing, and I have had no interest to go see it.
Yeah,
None.
We'll see it. It'll probably be on the Disney streaming channel.
Oh, eventually it will be. Yeah. However, I have no intention of going to the theater to see it unless there's nothing else to go see.
No, you'll end up probably going to see
it. It's got bad showtimes.
Oh, that's why you haven't seen it. Because you normally do like to go see things.
I do. Number 4 for this weekend was The Menu at 3.6 million. We saw that with
I enjoyed it.
Ralph Fiennes, Anna Taylor-Joy, and Nick Holmes? No,
Nicholas
Hoult. Thank you. So that came in at 3.6 million, and number 5 was Devotion that came in at 2.8 million. Overall, that's less than a 50 million box office for the top 5.
Right.
That's bad. That's a slow weekend at the box office.
People are shopping, maybe? I don't know.
People are shopping. People don't got the money for it.
Box office is going down.
There's not a lot coming out that is driving people to want to go to the box office, to the theaters.
Especially when it's going to be in streaming shortly.
Also, the thing is, I mean, with inflation and people don't have as much money now.
Money and time.
Exactly, too. And some of them are so...
Time is my problem. I was able to go see a couple Thursday nights because our daughter was sick. And that's the only reason why I could go, because she didn't have to go to tutoring, so I was able to
Everyone's so busy just trying to get through the day all the time.
It's a lot to take, like, a large chunk of your Saturday
The
afternoon.
other thing that I think of that is driving people away from the theaters is when you go out to the movies, you want to have a good time, right? You want to have a good experience.
Yeah.
And people, I find, are just not having good experiences when they go to the theater.
Well, I hope that most theaters are not like our theater. Our theater has particular issues.
But a lot of theaters have problems now because, I mean, the theaters now have all this debt from the pandemic.
I guess.
There was times when they were shut down, but also when they were open, they didn't exactly get full income. Even less movies were coming out then. So they have all this debt just to try to get through the pandemic. And now theaters aren't releasing that many movies that are driving people into the theaters. So when you combine the fact that it's going to be a lot of your time, they keep raising prices on tickets because they're losing money, so they're raising prices. And also, they're raising prices on concession sales.
Expensive. But also, like, they don't have a good, like, when we, for example, the movie that we went to see this week, they have, like, all these TV screens. None of them are working. None of them are on.
Yep.
The pre-show is non-existent. It's a few trailers mixed in with a bunch of commercials.
Yeah, it's about 20 minutes.
Very irritating, very long, with no information, like just a whole bunch of commercials mixed in with trailers, not like they used to do, have a real pre-show, have something fun, to like a game to play, nothing like that. Now they're playing TikTok videos. It's just irritating, and our theater is dirty, and it's got mice in it. I mean, our theater is not a good, I hope that theaters are doing better than ours, because ours
hasn't been maintained.
Grungy.
I think all of them are looking really bad now
because
they all have this debt. It doesn't matter which brand it is, and I'm not going to tell you which theater company is here that we go to, but I think all of the big chains and the smaller chains, I think they're all struggling.
Well, I don't know. I was thinking when I was sitting there and none of the screens worked, I was waiting for you at the little tables they have there. Nothing was working, nothing was on, and I was thinking of West Edmonton Mall, the theater there with that big dragon that would shoot out flame. I'm like, what can I nothing for me to even look at here. I mean, it's not doing very good.
They're clearly not putting money into the facility.
And it looks like they stopped that beverage. They had some drinking. They were doing some drinks there for a while. It looks like they've stopped that, which is good.
That's just a dumb gimmick.
People in your theater with you heckling.
I've had that happen. It sucks.
They stopped doing that though. They must have had. They only did it for a short time. They're not doing it anymore. They must have had some problems with it. And there's children there. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. I don't know.
They're not. I find that, in my opinion, theaters, no matter which chain it is, are not giving customers a good experience.
No.
And they're certainly not putting money into their facilities, and probably because they don't have any money. And this shows a systemic problem, because why are the studios making all this money, except the theater companies are going out of business?
Well, they also have, there's an issue, as I've been reading, that like Cineplex has a monopoly in Canada, and these smaller theaters can't even get the movies because they have them or something. There's some kind of agreement, and they get the movies, and the other theaters have to wait months and months to get these movies that are out now, and they'll be already seen at Cineplex. But Cineplex itself is not doing so good. I mean, anyway. Maybe people are having better experiences in other places in the country, but we certainly are, and we only have one theater now. These box office numbers are for North America. These are domestic, so this shows Canada and the U.S. Well, anyway, I wish that our theater was nicer. I do too. Yeah. I think that the reason why box office is so low right now is because nothing's out. People don't want to go. They're having a bad experience, just like you say. When you go there and things are not being maintained well, and you can see the problems, customers pick up on that. It's grimy. And if you go into a facility, it doesn't matter if it's a theater or it doesn't matter, a restaurant, anything. If you go and you have a bad time, you're less likely to go back. But if I go and I have a good time, then I'm more likely to go back. The staff are really nice. There's nothing wrong there. The staff are really nice, but there's a maintenance issue. Yeah, they have no money and they're not putting it into it. Well, I don't know about how much money they have, but it's obviously they're not putting any money into our theater. That's what we know. Okay, you're going on your own personal agenda here, ranting about it. No, I'm saying I don't know how much money they have, but whatever monies they do have, they're not maintaining our theater with that money. I don't know.
What do you guys think about the current box office? Do you guys go to the movies every week or every weekend? How often do you go? Maybe you only go once a year. Maybe you don't go at all. Anyway, let us know what you think in the comments below. After the box office, we got some new big trailers out this week.
Mm-hmm.
First one was Transformers Rise of the Beasts, which is coming out next year. Are you excited for a new Transformers movie? This would be number... Hold on. I know this.
I don't know.
7?
Oh, well, it looks absolutely ridiculous.
Okay.
Maybe I'll watch it at home later so we can heckle it and make jokes about it. Because it looks so dumb. I mean, as a kid, I liked the Transformers. The Transformers came out when I was like 10 years old, and they were really cool. And my cousin had an Optimus Prime, and I was very jealous because I really wanted one, but I never got a Transformer. And when the first Transformer movie came out, I was really excited to go see it, and it was horrible.
Yeah, those Michael Bay Transformers
movies.
He made 5 of them, I think.
Now, I'm saying that, though. Bumblebee was a nice little movie.
Yeah, and then they made that, so I think this is 7. Yeah.
But this movie looks so dumb. I can't believe how dumb it looks.
What was dumb about it?
There's a big King Kong Transformer and Tiger Transformer and, like, I don't know, Dinosaur Transformer or whatever the heck it was. And it's the old joke they put in there, well, a kid is driving the car and the car is driving itself. We've seen that before. I mean, that's what the trailer was all about.
We had 3 movies of Shia LaBeouf doing that.
Oh my gosh.
Wasn't that him doing that for 3 movies?
We should have a watching party of it once it comes out for free, because I'm not paying any money for it. And we'll just make fun of the movie. Mm-hmm. That's what I can see. It looks so dumb.
So you're not looking forward to this new Transformers movie, which I think is number 7. Don't quote me on that. It looks
so stupid.
Am I looking forward to this movie? No.
Don't go to see it. Don't go to see it.
I might have to. If that's the big movie coming out that week, I'll have to go see it.
Don't give money to something like that. It looks so dumb. So now animals are turned into robot Transformers. That makes no sense. No sense.
One thing I did notice about this trailer is since Bumblebee came out several years ago with Haley Steinfeld, and people like that one. One thing they did in that movie was they made the Transformers look how people remember them to look, as they did in the 80s. They made it closer to the actual cartoon design, if not exact. This seems to be they're trying to stay truer to that as well. When you look at Optimus Prime...
He looks like Optimus Prime.
Exactly. Whereas in those Michael Bay ones, especially the early ones, he didn't look like Optimus Prime.
Too shiny. Too many shiny things. He does those... What do they call that? Those, like, lights that shine off of things in his movies. I forget what they call it.
What?
He does, like, shining... things and
spotlights?
Yeah, not like spotlights, but he has like these lights glowing in a lot of his movies.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't like it. It looks dumb. Why would a gorilla be a transformer? A car has, like, yes, we know that's the Transformers. They are vehicles. But why would a gorilla and a lion be a transformer? Now, they're going to tell us, I suppose,
you could ask the same question. Why would they turn into cars?
Yeah, but cars are at least machines. Mm-hmm. Are gorillas machines? No.
These transformer beasts are, apparently.
And this is a very big gorilla. Is it supposed to be like King Kong, but in miniature? I don't know. It looks so stupid. Why don't they have people as Transformers? Why don't people turn into Transformers? Why gorillas of all things? And gorillas that talk? Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's all.
I'm not really looking forward to this. Now I know it's coming. Maybe I'll check it out. They are definitely trying to adhere to those old designs. We'll see what we get. Anyway, you heard what we thought. What do you guys think about the upcoming new Transformers movie? Check out the new trailer and leave us a comment down below. Next trailer we got this week was Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Oh my gosh.
Because, just so everyone knows, Winnie the Pooh those classic childhood stories is now public domain, which means anybody, anywhere can make a Winnie the Pooh story, movie, TV show, and they can take whatever creative liberties they want with it.
Well, obviously they've done that with this movie.
Disney no longer holds the copyright. So we got a new trailer, which is Winnie the Pooh in a horror-style universe.
Awful! I said here,
Tell us what you really think here. Yes, this is a real movie. And it's coming out. Let's hear what you think.
Masks killing everybody, and blood and gore, and the forest. Mm-hmm. And Christopher Robin is hiding from a murderous pig man. He's not like Piglet. He's not like a tiny little cute little pig. That would be better if he was Piglet, maybe, and he was killing people. But no, he's a man with a pig head on him.
Yeah, maybe that was his fiancée that we saw in the trailer. If so...
Piglet's fiancée?
No, Christopher Robin.
That would be more interesting.
The guy
we should write this movie.
So Christopher Robin's in the beginning of this movie, this trailer.
Yes.
And he's going with, I'm guessing it's his fiancée, because he says to her that she's about to be marry Christopher Robin.
Yeah, he's taken her to meet his
so I guess
friends.
They're engaged. I think she's probably the first to die, if that's at the beginning of the movie. Yeah, it's Winnie the Pooh done as a horror movie.
It looks awful. Anyway, what next? Yes, now if they had like cute Winnie and a cute Piglet and Eeyore, and that might be all right. But this looks
in the trailer that Eeyore's dead.
Oh, he's my favorite. I'm definitely not going to watch it.
They put up a cardboard, looked like a cardboard tombstone for him. It's in the trailer, and it says Eeyore R.I.P. Probably written in blood.
It's terrible. Anyway, it's god-awful terrible. I haven't seen the movie, saw the trailer. I don't want to go to see this movie.
I'm not making any judgments at this time. I'm not a big fan of the horror genre. However, I'll probably end up going to check this out if it comes out here, and I'll let you guys know what you think. What do you guys think? Do you like horror movies? Do you think this new trailer looked good? Are you excited for the new Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movie coming out probably next year? So, wouldn't be too far off. Let us know in the comments below.
I didn't see any honey. All I saw was blood.
It was in the CGI effect. It turned to honey. And the next trailer that we got this week was from director Elizabeth Banks. Yes. Cocaine Bear.
Now that's a better bear movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you think of this? Does look hilarious.
It looks hilarious.
I'll just give you a quick context to this. So apparently, at some time, there were a drug deal that went bad and they had to throw out the drugs from the plane. Well, apparently, one time in real life, a bear got into some of the cocaine.
Right. Well, they're going around the forest.
So these guys have taken that idea and then made this movie. I believe the movie's probably all fake. However,
it looks hilarious.
A bear does cocaine. It's exactly what the title says.
And it looks funny because the bear is doing things that, well, bears really couldn't do unless they were on cocaine.
Yep. So just imagine what would happen if a bear really did go on cocaine. I don't know. Did you notice who Ray Liotta was in this trailer?
Yeah, Ray Liotta.
That's his last role.
Was it his last role?
Yep.
Oh, fun. Well, it looks hilarious.
Not fun that he passed away.
I mean, it's
however,
gory.
He left us a lot of good work.
No, but it looks like a fun movie for him to go out with.
I think this is supposed to be a comedy horror.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Because there's going to be some visceral blood and
even in the trailer,
maiming and tearing of people because it's a bear killing people.
And the bear is leaping and doing.
But it also looks pretty hilarious too. It
does look funny.
So combining those two different genres.
It doesn't take itself too seriously. Yeah.
Even I'm gonna put the poster up on the screen, but the poster is it's in black and white, but with red lettering, so it reminds me of Sin City. Mm-hmm. And it's a bear, and he's just freaking out, and you can see like dust of cocaine and that coming off of him.
At least there's only one bear on cocaine. It would be bad if there was more than one.
This comes out, I think, in February.
That'll be the sequel. Cocaine Bears.
So you're excited? You're going to go see this movie?
If I have time, I'd go see it in February. If it's not snowstorming, hoping we're going to have a good winter. It just looks
Put that on the poster. I'll go see it if I have time and there's no snowstorms or bad weather.
It looks like a fun
I'll go check this out if it comes out here for sure. Even though I'm not a fan of the horror genre, I try to watch more of them.
It's a comedy horror, so that might be something different. It looks funny.
And this is from Elizabeth Banks, because she's been making movies for a while now. Her others haven't been that successful. I think she did that Charlie's Angels movies last, which wasn't very good. I found it kind of boring. It just wasn't for me. Maybe you enjoyed it. However, let us know what you thought of the new trailer, Cocaine Bear. Are you excited for this? Does this look too ridiculous to you? Or does it look really fun? Let us know what you think in the comments below. That's all the big trailers we got for this week. So let's move on to the reviews.
Okay.
You want to review a new book for us?
Yeah, I audio read another book. These just randomly come up on my Audible because I just randomly select them. This one is called The Cartographers, and it's by Peng, Sheppard, Peng, and it just came out this year in 2022, and it's about maps. Now, I've never been extremely interested in maps other than to get me where I'm gonna go, but it's a real deep geeky dive into maps.
Into cartography.
Yeah, a lot of it.
So this is made for
librarians?
Geography nerds.
I guess so. If you're into libraries, it's kind of a library theme, and maps and stuff. It's about a library and a map department. Mm-hmm. It's kind of dry.
Yeah, it sounds kind of dry. You kind of really brought the energy level of the room down here.
But it has a interesting. It's a thriller, and it has some. It's a bit sci-fi.
Okay, give us something to get us excited about it.
Sci-fi thriller. Even though it starts out very dry
make us
about
excited
maps,
about
it's
this.
about murders and murders at a library, and a girl that has to find out about her past and the death of her mother, and her father dies in it. And but the only thing it was interesting, and the story went because it was so straightforward and so scientific, and then it goes like fantasy. Then it goes fantasy midway through the book. So that was interesting. I don't like the part where they have different characters that she meets that used to know her parents and knew her when she was a baby, and they talk and they go back in time and they talk about what they're cooking. I didn't really care for that. But in the end, the story is very interesting about where it leads. So I'm more like, I'd say a 70 out of 100 on this book. Because I found it kind of boring, but then there's a great concept. And it's based on a true story of sorts. About a map. Okay. So basically, what you put on a map comes to life.
And this is called?
The Cartographers.
By?
Peng Sheppard.
Okay, that's what Christine thinks of it. I'm not going to comment on that because I haven't read it. You didn't sell me on that at all. You got to work on your showmanship.
I wish I could have added
it. Have you read this book? Are you going to read this book? Did Christine's, amazingly thrilling description convince you to go read this book? Let us know in the comments below.
I'm not selling the book. I'm just saying this is what
you are selling it. You got to tell people why they should read it.
If you like geeky stuff and you like scientific facts and stuff like that, you can read the book. If you're not into that, don't read it. But it's interesting at the end. So once you get through it, it'll pay off at the end. We'll say that.
There you go. If anyone reads through that whole thing just to find out what happens at the end because Christine said it was
well, I don't want to give it away.
Okay. Let us know in the comments below. Our next review I saw yesterday. I saw Jonathan Majors and Glenn Powell in Devotion.
Right.
So this is it's a war movie about aviators in the U.S. Navy.
Yes.
Before there was an Air Force. Might not have been. It might have just because the U.S. Navy does employ aviators as well to fly their planes.
Yeah, because they have to land on
Don't quote me on that stuff. So these guys were recruited and they were sent to Europe.
Okay.
This is a good Band of Brothers story.
This is like what war is this for?
Well, they end up fighting in the Korean War.
Okay,
but
Korean War.
That's the time period.
Okay.
The whole point of the movie is it starts off is all these guys are there and none of them have any combat experience. They all signed up. Some of them signed up in 1942, which is when the U.S. entered the Second World War, and by the time they graduated, war was over.
Oh.
Because they have to go through flight school.
Right. So now they're all ready and they have no experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah.
So, and then it gets to the 1950s, and then the Korean War breaks out.
Right.
So this movie he might be the first black aviator in the U.S. Navy.
Oh.
Or one of the first.
Right.
Because there may have been I think there was some fighter pilots in the Second World War. However, Jonathan Majors is the only black guy, and the rest of them are all white guys. However, They form a good friendship, all of them.
Okay.
So if you ever saw the HBO series, either Band of Brothers or The Pacific, did you see either of those?
No, I didn't see either.
They're great stories about the bonding friendship about men who have to, go into combat together.
Right, yes.
And so they all become really good friends. They all joke around a lot. Right. They all become, lifelong friends.
Is there any, racism, though? Does he encounter lots of issues because of that?
That's not really what this story's about.
Oh, okay.
They don't really get into that.
Oh.
They do mention it.
Right. I think that would be a big part of the story.
They definitely mention it.
One black guy was all these white guys.
Yeah, of the aviators.
Yeah.
There's only 6 or 7 of them, right?
Oh, okay. I was thinking there was
So when he's on the ship, because he's an aviator, so he's technically a lieutenant. They all are lieutenants, so they're officers.
Yeah, they're officers.
Well, there's lots of other black guys on the aircraft carrier.
Right.
And they all kind of hang out together,
okay.
and they all look up to him. That's part of the story.
Okay.
That they support him, and they respect him.
He's had a lot of training and everything.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. There's even one point in the movie where he has to give an interview to Time magazine, and all they want to talk about is racial prejudice and crap that he had to come over with, and he's like...
He doesn't want to talk
He doesn't want to talk about that stuff.
Okay.
Because they had that good friendship amongst the main characters,
mm-hmm.
I felt it would have worked better as a series. Because this movie was about 2 hours and 20 minutes, which is a bit of a slog.
All movies these days seem to be really long.
It didn't seem to me as if they should have taken stuff out. They could have and cut it down, but I would have felt it would have been better and you would have had more investment with all the characters, and you would have had better payoff by the end if you had it more drawn out and you got to spend more time with them. More time with them getting to know each other and learning to fly the new planes, the Corsairs. Mm-hmm. More time when they were on leave and having fun in Cannes, France, in southern France, because that's where they had shore leave. More time with just them working and training.
Seeing the relationships.
On the aircraft carrier. Yeah, more of that.
Okay.
Before that, more time Jonathan Majors would have spent with his wife and having his new friend Glenn Powell come over and having drinks with them or having dinner with them.
Compressed because it was only a movie.
It was the right amount of time. I wouldn't have made it longer for a movie, but it could have been way better as a series, I found. That was just my take on it. Overall, it was quite good. Didn't blow me away. I didn't see anything that I hadn't seen before. I think I enjoyed this more than Top Gun Maverick, which is the big movie this year.
I didn't see that one.
Not trying to say anything controversial. If you saw Top Gun Maverick and you liked it more than Devotion, absolutely. I just found for me, I enjoyed this one better because of the character relationships, whereas Top Gun Maverick was just kind of, to me, it was just trying to sell me nostalgia that I don't have for the original Top Gun. Because even though I've seen it, I wasn't a huge fan of it. And so seeing this new one with Tom Cruise coming back and, spoiler, Val Kilmer's in it, but he can't say anything. At this point, everyone knows the movie's been out since June.
I didn't see it.
I found that Devotion worked better for me in terms of the characters and their interactions together.
Good character development.
Yes, good character development. The story was better as well, and also that this was based on true events. It's just very well documented in the U.S. military.
Right.
So I would give that. What would I give that movie? I'd give that movie a best movie ever. Devotion.
Okay.
Just came out a couple weeks ago. I'm probably never going to watch it again, but it was a fun time, and it definitely held my attention. So I'd recommend checking it out. Did you guys see Devotion? Are you going to check it out? Did my review sell you? Maybe you're not into war movies. Let us know in the comments below. Our next review, Christine, you want to review a new show from CBS.
Yeah, I've been watching this new show, So Help Me Todd. It's on Global here in Canada and CBS. It's a really cute show. It's actually filmed in Vancouver.
Everything's filmed in Vancouver here.
And it has Skylar Astin. Now, he's in the Pitch Perfect movies that we still haven't seen. To watch those movies. He was also in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. He replaced a guy. He became as the new Greg. They had a character of Greg, and then he replaced Greg.
You've never seen any of the Pitch Perfect movies?
No.
I saw the third one.
I was busy when they were.
I saw the third one. It didn't impress me.
He's a singer.
And then I was told that was the worst one.
He sings. And also Marcia Gay Harden. She's an Academy Award winner. She's won a Tony. She's in everything. Yeah. I knew her more from, she was in Law and Order. She's in a lot of things.
What'd she win an Academy Award for?
She's supporting actress. I can't remember.
That's hard.
She's won lots of things.
Amazing.
She has you'll recognize
What's her name again?
Marcia Gay Harden. When you see her, you'll know who I'm talking about. Okay. So what it's about, she plays the mother, and he's Todd. And he's a bit of a screw-up. He was a private investigator. He lost his license. And the show starts off right off the bat, bang, bang. Her husband leaves her, basically. That's how it starts. And she's been always working at this law firm, and she's kind of thinking maybe she hasn't been the greatest mother to Todd. Is why he's such a screw-up. But he's very good at doing private investigating. And he starts to help her a bit with her in her law firm, and he starts working there, although they put him in the filing cabinet room. That's his office. Okay. But it's a cute show. It's fun. And it's a good development between him, and he has a sister. He also has a brother. We only see the brother once so far in this series, but the brother's husband is always there. They always have a family dinner every week, so they always show the family dinner. And it's a really cute show. It's fun, and the characters are fun, and it's interesting. And yeah, I recommend it. Apparently the final one is coming out for soon, I guess. It's kind of paused. The one
final
that was on
season?
No, the final more episodes are still to come, because the one that was on, they said they're still filming it, so we have more episodes to come. The one was on this week was a repeat. So, but it's really cute, and so he's at this law firm, and there's people that sort of like him, don't like him, because he's a goofball, we'll say. And she's more straight-laced and everything, yeah. So. Are
you recommending people check out this show?
Yeah, it's a fun show.
Is it hilarious?
No, it's not hilarious, but it's fun and it's cute and it's light.
So it's a sitcom?
No, it's an hour show.
Okay.
So there's always something going on. It's just a fun thing to watch. Fun and light. Nothing
heavy. What was the name again?
So Help Me Todd.
So Help Me Todd. Okay. Check it out there. I can't comment on it because I haven't seen it. Have you seen this? And are you up to date on it? Are you going to check this out? Let us know in the comments below, please. Our next review, I watched another movie last night. Short one. It was only 84 minutes, which is excellent. Teen Titans Go to the Movies from 2018.
I think I have seen this one.
You've seen this?
I think so.
Do you have any thoughts on it?
I just find that Teen Titans are fun.
They are really fun. In fact, this is from the show Teen Titans Go. There are lots of Titans and Teen Titans. There's so many of these shows.
I like the show, the Teen Titans.
This one is really funny. They found that they first started making the show and they made it for kids. That's why it's all 22-minute episodes, but they're divided up into 2 mini episodes.
I've seen quite a few of them, because our daughter used to watch it. They're really fun. The characters are funny.
Definitely. So what they found was they started making it for kids, and they just found that it was the parents that were watching them.
Oh, okay.
Because it's for DC fans.
Well, I'm not really a DC fan, but I just found it was witty and fun.
I saw this movie back in 2018 when it came out. I took our daughter to it. I thought it was fun and funny. However, I hadn't seen the show at that time. So I went back and I started watching the show. In fact, I was watching some of it with her.
Yeah.
But I just kept going on, and I made it through, I think, 4 seasons.
I know there's a lot.
So now, watching this movie again, this was way better. And I found,
you know the background.
And I understand the dynamics of these characters more. So I found it much more interesting, and I was able to pick up on a lot more of the DC references, but also references from the show.
So the Teen Titans are young kid versions of superheroes, and Robin is like the main one you would recognize.
Yeah, well, Robin was a teenager when he started, so this is the teen. So it's just a bunch of teenagers, even if there are adult versions of these. So you got Robin, he's the leader. You got Beast Boy is on there, Raven, Starfire, Cyborg.
Cyborg is really funny.
Yeah, he's Corey Payton. That's who does that.
It's just a funny, cute, witty
kid
show.
That is one of the busiest guys in Hollywood, because he's been doing the voice of Cyborg for this show, and way before that he was Cyborg for other Teen Titans shows.
Oh.
Also, he's in... What's that show about all the zombies there? The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay.
He's in that show.
Yeah, I've never watched The Walking Dead.
I don't watch The Walking Dead.
I've never seen
Not saying anything bad about it, I just never really
that we
had
work
time
with
to see.
really likes it. I've never heard her talk about any show before. She likes it. But I've never watched it. But he has a great voice anyway for that. He's a great character. It's really funny.
He does so much stuff. And he's hilarious as Cyborg.
Really good for kids.
Love this stuff.
And it's a smart little show.
Yeah, this is something that adults could watch and have a fun time with. I mean, even that show, there was an episode on pyramid schemes. Where they had to get that sweet mummy money.
It's just cute. It's just funny.
And then the next episode was about applying for a mortgage and building up home equity. And it was so funny.
Yeah, I mean, some of it
This is a clever show.
Depends on the kid that's
Teen
watching
Titans
it.
Go.
Some might go over the kid's head, but it's fun. It's a fun show, and it's nice that parents can watch something when the kid is watching it, because, some kid shows are a real slog.
Oh, no, this is actually, you could watch this with your kids and have a good time. In fact, that's what happened. A lot of adults enjoyed it more than the kids, because they get more of the DC references.
Well, it's just fun.
There's some really obscure references in this. And a lot that I don't even know, because I'm not a huge DC fan.
Right.
I do enjoy it, but there's some, I know stuff that's really obscure.
Oh,
and
yeah?
I found it in this movie, which I got on physical media on Blu-ray. It was all I could get, so.
Okay. It's fun.
I'm all about physical media.
I like this character, the girl with the pink hair. What's her name?
Oh, Starfire.
Yeah, she's really funny.
Yeah, she is really funny. And the actress playing her does a great job.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, so I recommend it. Christine recommends it as well from what she can remember in the show. Do you guys watch Teen Titans Go? I recommend you check it out because it's hilarious. And it's just one of those shows that you can watch. It's really short. And you can just, watch 1 or 2 episodes, however much time you have. And it's great. It's just a fun time. I give that a best series ever. And this movie, I give it a best movie ever from 2018. Teen Titans Go to the Movies. What do you guys think of this movie, of Teen Titans Go to the Movies and the show Teen Titans Go? Do you like it? Do you watch it? Are you going to check it out? Maybe you've never seen it before? Let us know in the comments below. Do you have anything else you want to review?
No, I think that's all for now.
Okay, I'm going to review another one. So, did some stuff with DC. Now, I'm going to move over to Marvel. So, I watched the first 2 movies from Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Watched Black Widow. And then I watched Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. We watched that.
Okay, that's Phase 4?
Yeah, that was the start of Phase 4.
Okay.
I don't know. The phases don't really mean anything, but it just helps to
Didn't
break
know
it up.
there were phases.
Oh yeah, they've been doing that since Phase 1, when before
Like
the first
the moon.
Avengers movie.
Okay.
Okay, so I watched the next DC movie, which is from fall 2021.
Is it what I
The
think
Eternals.
it is? The Eternals!
Watched it with our daughter.
Oh.
She hadn't seen it before. Gotta tell you, I think I enjoyed this more on this viewing
Oh my gosh.
than because I haven't seen it since I
terrible.
saw it in the theater. It's got an all-star cast. It's got Salma Hayek, Richard Madsen,
Yeah, maybe the cast is good, but the writing is terrible.
Kumail
and the
Nanjiani
directing
is in it.
Terrible.
Angelina Jolie. Who else is in it? Kit Harington is in it for a bit. Gemma Chan. Just an
He's
amazing
gonna have
cast.
great acting, but it's horrible directing and horrible writing.
Disagree.
Ugh.
I enjoyed this and appreciate it a lot more. It's a whole history of the Earth in the MCU. So it's way more important than just, Captain America and the Second World War.
Captain America's a good movie. The Winter Soldier. This
Yes.
movie is not a good movie.
No, this was really good. I enjoyed it. This worked very well for me. And I enjoyed it more on this viewing. And I can understand this is not for everyone because it's so large in scope and it deals with a lot of deep comic book lore. Just like we get too much into the
terrible.
Star Wars lore.
Listen,
Why
it's
is
so
it-
bad.
why is it
Our
terrible?
doctor spent my whole appointment telling me how bad it was because he finally had a chance to go to the movies, and unfortunately he picked this movie to go to, and it was absolutely off.
And he
And he
complained to
spent
you about
the
it?
whole doctor's appointment complaining. I only get 5 minutes, right?
Mhm.
And he talked about this movie for most of the time and how bad it was because he knows that you like those kind of movies.
I do enjoy them.
But he asked talk to me about it anyway.
Why did he talk to you about it? If you
He was just shaking his head how bad it was, and he wrecked his weekend because he actually had a chance to go to the movie. Yeah.
Not all general audiences are going to enjoy this
It
movie.
was just
This is
so
for more the
wooden.
hardcore
Oh,
MCU
and
fan.
You have those two movies next to each other. Teen Titans in this movie. Whoever wrote Teen Titans needed to get together with these guys because the characters were stiff as logs. They stood in poses.
Well, they
in
do
a
have
V.
to pose a lot.
No, they stood like a V, like geese in the sky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, it was completely, terrible, terrible.
Is there anything you did like out of this movie? Any of the actors?
It's not. If the directing and the writing is terrible, a movie, why would you go to see it? Just read a book about it.
Mm-hmm.
Read a book next time. That's my opinion of that. Put it in a book and read it in a book.
As you
And
can
it's
see,
a
it's a bit
terrible movie.
controversial. It's not for general movie going audiences. Some people really like it, like me, and some people really hate it, like Christine.
No.
It's a divisive movie. In fact, I don't think it has a really high rating on Rotten Tomatoes
really?
either.
That's surprising.
Well, let's check it out. The Eternals.
It takes itself way too seriously. Everything is so wooden and just boring and I just ugh.
Why is it not coming
It
up?
was someone on the internet also didn't like it.
Someone
It's
deleted
not allowed
from,
to be on the internet anymore because it's so damn terrible. It was just what a waste of money and resources. They could have made a good movie. Instead, they made that basically.
Okay. No, it's not coming up here for some reason.
Yep.
Okay.
They're the same as me. They got it. It was taken
I
off the
personally
internet.
really enjoyed The Eternals. What did you think of it? I give it a best movie ever. It's not my favorite MCU. It's probably not even in my top 10, but I enjoyed it. So I'm going to give it a best movie ever. Come at me if you want. What did you think of it? Did you see it? Did you not see it? Are you going to check it out? You don't need to watch anything before going to watch this movie. Just jump right in and watch it. There's no previous homework. Check it out and let us know what you think in the comments below.
I'll give it a 4.7 out of 10.
Really? That 4.7 out of 10, that's your lowest rating so far.
Yes, I didn't like it.
Okay. Last episode I mentioned briefly that I thought I had talked about the new Willow series because the first 2 episodes are out on Disney+. Apparently I didn't, so I'm going to talk about them right now. You haven't had a chance to check this out yet, have you?
I got halfway through the first episode, but I've been so busy getting ready for Christmas and making things for Christmas that I couldn't watch it and do what I was doing, so I had to pause it.
Fair enough. If you continue watching it, you can let us know on subsequent episodes.
But I liked what I saw so far.
I watched the first 2 episodes. It was alright. It didn't really blow me away. It's very much designed for kids. Very much so, in the way that everyone speaks, in the look and the aesthetic of it. It's almost like it's for really young kids.
It's not very sophisticated.
No, it's not. Now, maybe they're trying to copy the stuff from the original, but I remember the original movie being more gritty and, violent, I guess.
Well,
I don't know.
There's violence in it.
It's got Warwick Davis in it. The first couple of episodes did not blow me away. They introduced some characters. One character that I really enjoy is Tony Revelo. I can't remember his name. He's the prince in this series.
Oh, you like him.
He played Flash in the Spider-Man MCU movies.
Oh.
Remember, it's the young guy who kept calling him Penis Porker.
No, I don't remember
at his high school. He's
But I like his girlfriend best. She's the character I like the best in it so far. I don't really care for the characters. I just like her. He made her burn her muffins. She burned her muffins.
This is what he looks like. Tony Revolori from the Spider-Man movies. He played Flash, so he was Peter's bully.
I thought you were talking about the
prince. Who was hilarious. He is a prince in this, this Willow series.
Yeah, yeah.
So he doesn't really, they don't get really much to do, which speaks to the writing. I
understand why
he doesn't do that much in the show. He just kind of sits there stoically and he seems kind of stunned most of the time. But then every once in a while I think he might be the comic relief, because then he'll just drop a line and it'll be hilarious.
Okay.
So he's the one that I'm enjoying the most.
Seems bewildered so far, the part that I've seen of him. Seems bewildered. I only like the girl that burnt her muffins so far. She's the one I like the best, so I don't know. But we'll have to see. I've only watched half of the first episode.
She might be the main character. I'm not really sure yet either.
It's a lot of characters.
Because we don't meet Warwick Davis again until the end of the first episode.
Okay.
And you gotta learn all these new characters,
That's what I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Except for Queen Sorsha.
Yeah.
Because that's the same actress who was Sorsha in the original movie.
Why is he in jail? That's what I didn't understand. I watched it twice.
Oh,
I watched the first part twice, trying to understand what was happening.
The brown guy. Yeah, he's the Mad Mardigan impersonator.
But he's not
because that's how we first. No, he's not. That's how we first met Mad Mardigan, because he was in one of those cages.
Yeah.
So I guess he's the new Mad Mardigan. And in the next episode, where I see more of him, he seems to be that character. He's the new Mad Mardigan.
But has Mad Mardigan just left them? That's what I was trying to understand.
I don't know.
I watched it twice, the first half of this episode twice, trying to understand what was happening. So I guess you still don't know. Okay.
No, they haven't revealed it yet.
I couldn't watch the whole episode. Instead, I watched the first half twice because I'm trying to understand.
So we don't know what's happening with Mad Mardigan. Now, maybe they recast. I don't know.
No. It seems like, I watched it again. Something is wrong.
Because you do know that...
He has left them for some reason. Because that's why...
What's the guy who played Mad Mardigan again? Val Kilmer?
Yeah.
You know he can't speak, right?
I don't remember.
Doesn't he have aphasia? So he can't speak. Because he was in, what was he in? He was in...
You mean in real life?
In real life. Yeah, he can't act. I didn't know that. Yeah, this is not new.
Oh, I never knew that about him.
Okay, well...
I was wondering, I don't remember.
In case you guys didn't know, Val Kilmer is not in anything more because I think it's because he has aphasia, so he can't.
Like Bruce Willis.
He can't physically speak.
Oh, I did not know that. That's news.
That's why when we saw him in Top Gun Maverick, he didn't speak.
I didn't see Top Gun Maverick. I didn't ask. Anyway, that's too bad.
Or if he did,
but it seems like Mad Mardigan has abandoned them. Mm-hmm. Just in the way, because I watched it twice trying to figure out where is he and why isn't he there. and it seems like he's abandoned his children
Mm-hmm.
and his wife, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah, where he's gone. I'm just trying to understand, orientate myself, and get who.
Sorry, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Since 2015, Val Kilmer has privately struggled with throat cancer. He had a procedure on his trachea that damaged his vocal cords to the point where he had extreme difficulty speaking. He also underwent chemotherapy and 2 tracheotomies. In 2020, he published his memoirs titled I'm Your Huckleberry, a memoir. His struggle was captured in the 2021 documentary titled Val. I think I saw that, but I didn't get to watch it yet, which documents his career and health issues. That's according to Wikipedia.
Oh. Yeah, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's been going on, as you said, since 2015.
Right. Well, he can be in things, I suppose, but yeah, speaking would be difficult.
Unfortunately, so the man can't speak. Yeah, so it's Bruce
Yeah.
Willis who has aphasia.
Yes, he has
That's why
aphasia.
he's not going to be in much anymore, and that's why he's been in so much for the past few years, because he's just taken whatever he can to build up as much money for his family, because he won't be working anymore.
Well, I'm sure he's doing okay.
I'm sure he's fine, but
money-wise, I don't know about health-wise.
I'm sure he also wants to accumulate as much money as he can for his family to leave them as comfortable as possible. I don't know. I don't know the guy.
People just like to work, you know.
Yeah.
When they have fun jobs.
So,
like us.
Getting back to what we were talking about.
Right. Well, that's news for me.
Okay. Sorry, I forget that not everyone knows as much about the entertainment industry, because I hear a lot of this stuff come at me all the time, so I don't necessarily think you might not know this.
No.
Or someone else might not know this. Getting back to it though, Willow, I'm not blown away yet, but I'm going to continue to check this out. Have you checked it out? What do you think of it? Are you going to? It's on Disney Plus. Leave a comment down below and let us know what you think. Are you going to be checking this out more? Or,
I will.
And hopefully get caught up to join us?
Yeah, when I get a chance to actually look at the screen, because I can't listen on this one. I have to actually watch, because I don't know the characters and stuff. But, yeah, I definitely want to watch it. It is interesting.
You don't have to watch the movie beforehand. You can, but I don't think they're that connected.
No, it doesn't seem that way. I was thinking that. I just kind of read the synopsis of the movie, because it's been a long time since I've seen it. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, I'm just trying to remember the characters. But anyway, it's got new characters in it as well. Anyway, it looks interesting. It's a fantasy movie.
Okay, you better get caught up on watching it then.
Well,
that's it for our reviews this week.
Lots to do.
Yep, got to get to it. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the show or anything that we talked about if you want to put in your comments. You can also get in touch with us. You can email us, CanadaMovieTVHosers@gmail.com. I will put that at the bottom of the screen. You can also follow the show on Twitter @CanadaHosers. You can get in touch with the show on Twitter if you want to send us a message using our hashtag CanadaHosers. And you can follow me on Twitter @St. John's Critic. And you'll see my little avatar there where I post all my reviews. Please remember to like and subscribe to this video. To like the video and subscribe to our channel, I will also post our YouTube channel link in the description below, where you can go and check out. We have more content there. Other than that, I'd like to wish everyone a happy evening there. Take care, everyone.
Bye.